Anyway, sorry this is a little late. I was having a ton of trouble with Visual Studio before. It basically I added like an extra thing in an include or something, and it broke the whole thing. It wouldn't find half my files. It was driving me nuts, so I essentially had to repaste it into another one. And that's why on Perforce there's two of them. So this is the one that I want you to grade, and it runs, thank God. But yeah, that's my lame excuse. And you take off. This I don't really mind. I'd rather have a more final and actually running project than none. I guess I'll just start it off by running it first. I have all the fog set just to show you, but I personally prefer it without the fog, so I'll turn it off once I, run around with it. Alright, so I did a little underwater thing. I got my underwater skybox. There you can see the fog appears there. Appears for the jellies. It should appear for the whale. I don't know. Maybe I just undid that one. Appears for the bottom. The shell. It does not appear for this ball because I did forget to do it, but I also kind of like the way it looks, so I didn't go back and change it. Here, I'll turn off the fog and go into the models and stuff. Oh gosh, where is it? That's for the jellies. Where's the other guy? I said it 3 times accidentally. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Alright, so as you can see, I have the height map working and the skybox. With their normals are also working. You can't really tell on the... Oh yeah, you can actually, because the directional light actually lights us up a decent amount. And then obviously the skybox is showing off these multiple ones. I have 3 different types of jellyfish that I have written going up and down. They're just color light. I thought were pretty neat model. I have a whale rotating around, swimming, going up and down as he rotates. I got myself, couldn't really think of how to use the triangles, but I did incorporate a use for the sphere, and that was this nice little pearl over here, and this guy, which is the texture, and then finally I have my 4 more than one mesh texture or object that I found. This is like the only one I could find that actually fits a theme, but as you can see, I got this silver key, the gold. We'll just use a crate for that, and then this wood I found online. So yeah, let's start at the top, I guess. You've seen it. I have it organized. Import all my shaders. I set the directional lights, and then when did I set this? I honestly don't remember using that, but sure. I got my skybox. I pass in. You can make it way bigger if you want. Same with the terrain. So right before I recorded this, I saw that you're supposed to have the terrain incorporate stuff itself. Oh yeah, after a certain point it starts tearing. I think this is far too big. I think I honestly, like, the UVs are definitely correct. I went in and like even blended them off the side so that they like looked better and more seamless, because the one I got wasn't that great. But at a certain point they just break, right? Oh, and that's actually just the bottom too. Yeah, you can also see my terrain, the height map. I tried to do with the actual texture itself, but looked really stupid because it's just too bumpy. So it was like it wasn't very aesthetically pleasing. But oh my god, my computer's flipping out. This guy's been through a lot today. So yeah, I got one online. I can show you real quick. But yeah. Yeah, I can also show you the jellyfish. I got this jellyfish, Zool, shell, the treasure, and the whale. And I got some shaders. I got the height map. I think this is the one I used. This doesn't even have like half the things I was testing. Honestly, I spent far too much time on trying to like making it aesthetically pleasing, because I did want to make it, you know, pretty good, but I should have spent more time on the actual shaders and stuff themselves. Here's the height map I used. So yeah, without the thing you can tell that it looks like that. C4 texture. The fog is like teal, that's why it has like that tint. Yeah, this guy was like just way, the alphas were all over the place, so I didn't end up using that. The shell texture, I had to like flip it a bunch, get it right, because it wasn't the whale skin. I just one it came with didn't work at all. I don't know what it was mapped to, but it was not that model, so I just used this thing as a placeholder kind of, and then added some material to it, and then alright, so what's next? Oh yeah, so make the models. I have handles too in the H file. Whale, chest, and clam are all texture light. And then the jellyfish and the pearl, or sorry, the jellyfish. Pearl should be color light too. I don't really know why I wouldn't make it color light. Because the handles on it's different. Whatever. Like pearl is a color. Jellyfish are color light. Terrain is texture light. You know, set the materials for each and the colors. Yeah, then the terrain, set the texture. Oh yeah, so this is the handle to a model, so I made a function that's just called set texture. Essentially just passes in, oh no, sorry, that happened up here. The model I save as a model by making a function within the terrain class that's get terrain, which actually gets the handle, like the model pointer. So then you can actually use that to put it in a graphic object, which makes it like way easier to render and stuff, because graphic objects are wonderful. They're great. So then here's where I set all my textures and stuff. I got whale, set the texture. Here's the treasure chest, great face gold, silver wood, and then in their corresponding meshes. Excuse me. There's a clam. So to get the whale where it was, I had to do some TRS SRT, because that's how you're supposed to do it. To get the whale where I wanted it to be. Honestly, it took me forever to figure out the way to do this best. So I tried the X rotation XYZ, and for whatever reason, maybe it was because I wasn't using radians or something, but it wasn't working. So I ended up splitting them apart, but it does the same thing. Then Oh, that's why the fog wasn't really working. It's because the chest is scaled up massively because it is tiny. The actual texture itself is minuscule. And the clam is enormous, so that's why it's was covered by more fog. Or was it covered? I don't know. I can't remember if I put the fog in. And terrain, set the world. Here I have, this is the oscillation. Translate. And I just use the total timer. I don't know if that might actually destroy my computer because it's keeping a running total of that. Then it rotates just around the y-axis. And then these jellyfish, I was gonna have 6, but I figured the 3 lights was enough. So I have them just translate up and down, nothing too complex. And then this is where I like set the light. I like set it on the jellyfish, so that's why I like save that. Here, set the context, Pearl, I render texture for Skybox. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the texture for Skybox. I just used the texture light one for the Skybox. I don't have that. That was the one thing I was missing, just the render by itself. Maybe not one thing, but that was the thing I was missing. The render by itself for the Skybox. These guys, though, you have to reset the point lights each time. And those are point lights, not spotlights, by the way. That's why I wasn't hitting the terrain. And yeah, so they're all going up and down with the different colors. Set it to context. Did I already set it to context? Am I unnecessarily doing that twice? Jeez. I'm out of it, Andre. I'm sorry. No. Okay, so then you render all those guys with the graphics objects, just make it nice and easy. And then the color light. Who am I rendering? Oh, yeah, the jellyfish toy. Just a little bit farther down. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I mean, and just inspect the light too. Oh, I guess I can go into the shader themselves, the multiple light itself. So I have the 3 point lights. I did 3 point lights. So it's too far away. That's right. I forgot to set it back. Where you at? Is it 500? Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'll make it 400. It's bigger or something. I don't know. Whatever. I know, like the scale, I feel like screws it up, you know. And you would have to divide by the scale, I think. That was on the exam. Oh, this is the only one close enough. Is that what's happening? What is happening now? Okay. Yeah, so we got our 3, they overlap, they make the white there. We're all moving. Might be a little bit much, you know, but that's what I decided to do. This one's going with this guy. This one is going with this guy. And I think that's where like the skew comes in, because it should be more like, you know, offset that way. And then the pink one is going with this guy, going up and down. Yeah, so those are my 3 guys. I can dive into those. So I just ended up making a multi-light one, and instead just using the texture light, because I think that was a part of why my project wasn't working before. But it was something to do with like including a file I added, And I think I just like pathed it wrong at some point, or deleted it and maybe tried to re-add it or something. I don't know. I was flustered. So, oh yeah. So you do it, zero this. I think this one actually has 6 on it, which is unnecessary, but still works with the 3. Yeah, so it's a normal texture light. You zero it out. It's in the camera matrices. So I just made the directional stays the same, and then I just made functions called set point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, same stuff, except they go to the buffers that you're actually going to pass into the shader. Sorry, it's the same buffer. Sorry, it is not the same buffer. What am I talking about? So we got these guys, yeah, and the data light params. Got some buffer that you send in. So you just set the corresponding ones right within there. And then when you send it, it actually, oh yeah, you actually don't change anything at all because you're just still sending the same buffer. It just has way more things in it. And then take you to the HLSL. I'm not looking at the HLSL, sorry. Yeah, so destruct, honestly, I could have taken out that specular, because, or sorry, no, I could not have taken that out, but I could have taken out the, what's it called, the spotlight, and it probably wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered, but, you know. So here's the light parameters in the first buffer, or this, well, it's technically second, but register B, 1. And then really the only difference then is this compute point light. And I'm just gonna go ahead and uncomment these because my lap is getting hot and I assume this is far more work than is necessary for something that's not being used. But yeah, you just have to make sure to actually compute it 3 times and then add it together. In addition to what other lights you had before. And here's the fog stuff, and then you just return that. I'm gonna go back real quick and undo. That's a bit much, I realize, for the graphics engine to be computing every time because I have 3 lights all changed in 2. They're all changed, and that has to be computed every time. It's a bit ridiculous now that I think about it, you know. Should have realized that earlier, but I was not working on my laptop. Now, let me make sure this. What we got? There we go. Alrighty. Do the comments work? Nice. They do. Let's make sure she still is running. So, nice. How's your day been, huh? Have fun grading? Okay, cool. Great. Oh. I see. Must have done it in DXF. the scene. Oh yeah, I got all my deletes in there too, so you don't gotta worry about that. Set point light parameters. I don't know why that's 4 and 5. 2 and 3 will do just fine. That'll do, big. That'll do. Okay. Cool beans. All right. Got my cool little thing. Oh god, can I get past quick enough? All right. I know you can't really tell that much, but this wheel is being illuminated more on the top and the side than the bottom, so that at least the directional light is working. Yeah, so I think that's most of my scene shown off. There's a pretty orb again. I have the normals in there, but they're just, I just didn't use it with the light. Let's see. Oh, where's the mod tools? I also have the pyramid I could whip out, I guess. Change one of those jellyfish to that actually, just to prove it. Those are just colors. Oh no, it's a model. Gotta use a repeated texture, otherwise it breaks it, which is a fact that I did not realize until far too long in the process trying to make this. Actually, hold on, I gotta check the, well, whatever, I'll just run it. The pyramid doesn't show up because I didn't copy it over from the last. Why is this yelling at me? Oh, that's right. I have to do that. Somewhere else. Copy that. Oh, that's right. Well, speed is kind of important. Toss that here. Lighter whale, you're gonna be a big old pyramid. Actually, you're not gonna be big. You're gonna be small. I only use the one jellyfish model, so kind of threw a wrench in the plan. Sure, I'll just not show you the box. You've seen enough boxes. I can prove that I know which way the normals go. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Did it just build with errors or something? Oh, built the last one. Doy. Sorry, I'm not purposely going slow, honestly. I cannot do this quick enough. Okay, that should work. Oh my gosh. Alright, this is turning into not a deal. Now, want to redo this? Already done one before. Getting this one right. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't import it, did I? Shoot. No. Alright, Andre, you're just gonna have to believe me. I honestly don't have it. I know that you calculate the normals for the pyramid by calculating the normals between the two vertices. I did it before. You just take the norm. I use the top one. I just norm two of the sides with it every time, and then you set that norm to norm, and it works. I proved it in some other one. I know I had it. Sorry, I would have been more prepared. Whatever, I'll just make this a sphere too. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I have my computer on my chest and I'm in my room. I'm trying to be quiet because of my roommates. That's how you spell sphere. Cool. We're gonna work? Are we gonna work? We are gonna work. Are we gonna light up? We are. These guys are. I assume from the other lights around them. Oh. Let me try again so we can see if the whale gets there in time. And it's close enough. Yeah, you see, it does kind of light up. I'm sorry. No! Sorry, I tried to get it, but it does light up a little bit. It's dark blue and black, or it's like colors are set to. So, if you don't believe me, you can check me. You can check me. Check. I'm checking them out. Alright, I think that's pretty much everything I have to show you. Shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's about it. This thing's getting hot. I'm sure I've talked for far too long. Oh, no, actually. Pretty well timed, I guess. Alright, Andre. Nice semester. Oh, take it easy on my feeble graduate student mind. I tried. Let it be known that I literally have a treasure trove of FBX models that do not work. It is ridiculous how much I hear. I'll just show you. I'll just to show you. This is just what I have on my computer. Got all these guys. None of these work. None of them work. Well, I mean, those are assets, but Fern didn't work. The Humpback didn't work. The Seashell did work, actually. This. Oh yeah, this was a ship. Didn't work. I had a bunch of ideas. I wanted to make fish going around and stuff too. Blue whale, I think was the whale that worked. That didn't work. That didn't work. Didn't work. Alright, I wanted a volcano in the middle. I got plans. I'm gonna make this thing better. Just you wait. Oh yeah, and then I had to build the skybox. I'm pretty proud of that skybox actually. It's pretty nice. But yeah, this class was fun. Have fun grading the rest of us. Alright. See you around, Andre.